is now? Lesson 24, Reducing Fractions, Part 2, 3 Methods. Well, I don't know if that's part of the title. It's not part of the title. But I'm going to show you 3 methods of reducing fractions. So the first method is to use prime factorization and then cancel matching factors. This works really well when your numerator and denominator are larger numbers. So for example, if we had 48 divided by 144, we write out the prime factorization for each one. So off to the side, I'm going to do the factor tree for 48 and for 144. So let's see, 48 can be 6 times 8. 6 is 2 times 3, and those are prime, so we circle them. 8 is 4 times 2. 2 is prime. And 4 is 2 times 2, which is also prime. So with 48, I'm going to write these all out without exponents. I'm just going to do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then times 3. And then 144 I know is 12 times 12. 12 is 3 times 4. 3 is prime, so I circle it. Each 4 goes to 2 times 2. So I have 4 2s and 2 3s. So now I can cancel the matching factors from the numerator and denominator. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1. So this becomes a giant 1. That's just 1. And this is a 1, and that's a 1, and that's a 1, and that's a 1. So the 3 is in my denominator, but uh-oh, what goes in my numerator?
Wouldn't it just be 3?
It's not going to be 3. Gabby?
Wouldn't it be 1 because all the way through the top is 1?
That's right. So it would be 1 because all of these turn to a 1.
Yay.
So it would be 1/3. So this is use prime factorization, cancel matching factors. The second way that you can do it is find the greatest common factor and divide both numerator and denominator by that. So by that number that you found. So for example, if I wanted to do 24 over 64. So to find the greatest common factor, I don't know if you guys remember, we wrote out the prime factorization for each one of these. 24 is 6 times 4, which is 3 2s and a 3. 64 is 8 times 8, so that's 6 2s. And then you find the common factors. So the greatest common factor of 24 and 64 is 2 times 2 times 2, which is the 3 that we circled, or 8. So once you find that, you can divide each of the numerator and the denominator by 8. And then it will reduce completely down to 3/8. Personally, I like this way better, and that's the way the lesson's teaching it, but this is another way you can do it. And then the final way is reduce before multiplying. So if you are multiplying two fractions together, you can cancel which, if you want to know, canceling is my favorite thing in all the world of mathematics. I love to just cross things out. So let's say that you were multiplying, here's an example, 2/7 times 1/6. If you just multiplied straight across, you'd get 2/42, then you would have to reduce to get 1/21. But to cancel, so this is with canceling, yes? Go ahead.
Instead of just doing it the regular way,
Yeah.
2 above the 7 goes into 6, so we cross out 2.
Okay,
Put a 1 right next to it.
good.
Above it. And cross out 6 and put a 3 next to it. And then
Good.
1 times 1 is 1. 7 times 3 is 21.
You got it. So you
And
get the
you
same
can
answer.
You can only do it when it's across.
You can actually do if it's straight up and down too. Yes.
That would have been so helpful.
And it's super fun too. So you could cancel and they don't have to go into each other. This example, 2 actually goes into 6. But if that were, say, an 8 and this were a 6, you could divide them both by 2. Okay, so they don't have to, like, one doesn't have to actually just go into the other one. Okay, that's the end of the lesson.